Hello everyone. Today I'm sharing the topic Flexible Edge Platform for 5G. My name is Jackie Lee. I'm a product director at Wiwynn Corporation. Okay, here's today's agenda. First of all, I will introduce the Edge server introduction. This will include Edge server requirements and a brief introduction to Wiwynn ES200 designed for the Edge servers. The second topic is that we design the ES200 for the flexibility. It will include two aspects. One is I/O flexibility. The other one is storage flexibility. And the third one is also the last one. Is designed for the serviceability. This topic will cover the status indicators and also the other hard product services. Okay, let's go to the topic one, the Edge server challenge and the requirements. So as we know, server market is going to deploy from the data center side to the edge side. But in the edge side, there are some challenges for the deployment. The first challenge is that server design should be the shoulder depth. This is a purpose for fitting to the telecom rack. Generally, the telecom rack will be a 600 millimeter in depth. The second one is the environment. Installation room space for the edge server is generally very limited, so that we need a very compact chassis design to the servers. The third one, edge installation environment could be very harsh, so that we need a very high reliability product. And the first one, rack power of the edge side is very limited, so we need a very high power efficiency design servers. And the next one, in the edge applications, sometimes acceleration requirement is important. So this will require the very flexible and capable I/O and the storage combination design in the server. The final point is that in the edge, because it is a large deployed environment, so maintenance is also important. And hence, the easy maintenance is the key factors of the edge server designs. In this maintenance, so our products is designed all in the front I/O axis with the I/O and the storage. Okay, here is the introduction to the Wiwynn Edge server ES200. First of all, system dimension is 2U in the 90-inch rack with 4 and 50 millimeter in depth. So it is support the Telco 90-inch rack mount. It also fit for the CSP Edge racks. And the CPU adopt the 2-socket third generation Intel Xeon scalable processors. And each motherboard has 16 DIMM slots. In the storage, that we will design a one onboard PCI by 4 M.2 with a form factor 220 and 80 or 110. Additional storage modules, we will support 6 U.2 or even 8 pieces of EDSFF E1.S form factors SSDs. In the PCI expansions, in the board design, we will have the 5 pieces of PCIe slots. This PCI slot has a very kind of the configuration. It is the 2 onboard OCP 3.0 NIC and 2 4 high 4 lanes with a double wide PCI slot support plus 1 half height by 8 PCI slots. Or it can also support 1 4 high half length plus 2 4 high and half length PCI adding cards. In the frame, in the ES200, it is designed with a hard plug for 4 pieces of 80 form factor fans. And the power supply, it will support 1+1 redundant with 3 kind of power rating capacity, 1600, 1300, and 850 watt in the CRPS power supplies. In the meanwhile, because of wide deployed edge environment, so that will support universal AC in to fulfill the worldwide requirement. In the operating temperature, because as mentioned, the harsh environment could be the edge installation conditions, so that it is operation temperature is wide range from the -5 Celsius degree to 55 Celsius degree. In the meanwhile, the ES200 will also support the NEPS level 3 compliant. So in the right-hand side, you may find drawing of system design. In the front view, there will be zone A, zone B, zone C, and you can find the 3 kind of configurations regarding to the zone A, B, and C. It is reflecting to the left-hand side table with the system specifications. And in the middle part, it is a 450 millimeters chassis. You may also find a rear view of the servers. This page just talks about the system exploration. So in the left-hand side, in the zone A, so it is a modular storage block. So this storage block design will maximize the flexibility of the storages, including U.2 or E1.S storage modules. In the middle, it is a two-socket motherboard, and in the rear end, there are 1+1 redundant power supplies and 4 pieces of 80 form factor fans. And that we are designed with a 2U and a 1U heatsink bracket. So right now here it shows the 2U heatsink. Actually, when you will install the double wide PCI slot, they will designed with the 1U heatsink separately. In the front end side, so there we will have the two kind of riser cages for various kind of combination of the PCI 18 cards in the zone B and the zone C. And here's talk about the motherboard block diagram. Basically, the motherboard is a very NUMA balanced design with a balanced PCIe, balanced I/O signals shared by both CPU1 and the CPU2. And this motherboard designed with BMC management chipset speed 2550s. Yeah, here's a motherboard placement. Okay, in the motherboard placement, due to the edge surface, a very compact design, so the motherboard dimension is so limited. But we also designed with very rich PCI connectors for wide I/O applications. These PCI connectors, we have also included two built-in OCP NIC 3.0 modules. Okay. And right now, let's go into the design for the flexibility. The first of is I/O flexibility, and next one I will discuss about the storage flexibility. Okay, in the I/O flexibility, so the first point is that all the I/O from accessibilities. So it is providing a very easy maintenance when the edge deployment. And also, there are two built-in OCP NIC 3.0, so this will provide a very high networking availabilities. And you may find in the left-hand side, we have different kind of the button and the USB port. In the front-hand side, there are two OCP 3.0 and the USB interfaces. Also have VGA port and also the dedicated management RJ45 for the BMC management. The second I/O flexibility is that the PCIe card cages is designed with very modular. So combining with the storage block makes the ES200 is very high possibility to be deployed in very kind of the applications. So you may find we have the three kind of configurations to the ES200 design. The first one is MEC, we call it much access edge computing. The second one, it will support double wide, two pieces of double wide PCI card. So this is also suitable for the GPU training in the edge side. The third one will equip with 8 pieces of E1.S, providing higher storage bandwidth. So we call it is for the storage intensive applications. In the I/O flexibility number 3, so this is for the future applications. In the ES200 designs, we also reserved enough space in the zone B and the zone C, so that for the upcoming supplier of derivative design, you can design with your own riser to support more PCI 18 cards. First of all, in the zone B, the riser is capable to support with 2 PCI by 18 cards regarding to the PCI signals availabilities. In the zone C, the riser is also capable of designing with 3 pieces of PCI by 18 cards. And in the storage flexibility, okay, the storage built in the ES200 from access and also the hard swap, and we support all in the NVMe SSD storages with predictable form factors. What is form factors? We can support U.2 and the E1.S. U.2, we can have the 6 pieces of U.2, and the E1.S, it is up to 8. So you may find we have designed a standalone U.2 cage to put the 6 pieces of U.2, and each U.2 carrier is a toolless maintenance, and is also applicable for the both 50mm or 7mm height U.2 In the E1.S cage, it tolerates 8 pieces of E1.S. And we have single or the co-designed latch. This kind of latch is designed for both 9.5 millimeter and also the 5.9 millimeters form factor E1.S in the thickness. And the final agenda is that ES200 is designed for the highly serviceabilities. So I will introduce status indicators located in the front end side, and also the other kind of the hard plug devices. Okay, first of all, the status indicator in the right hand side, you may find it was equipped with a standalone power button and also has a UID button. In the ear rail, so it will support with a restart button and also a USB for the I/O applications. And in the bottom side, so there will be a SSD status and also the SSD power to indicate the health of the SSDs. So this kind of status indicators and also the operation buttons, all accessible in the front panel. So it is very easy for the operators to do the system services. And regarding the hard plug service, okay, here's one is U.2 SSD side. U.2 SSD are all hard pluggable with easy pushing latch. So to the hard plug service, you just need to press, let's go point 2 out the point 1. So you just need to press the release latch and then pull out the SSD carrier. And all the SSD can be taken out without any tool needed. And this slide talks about the E1.SSD hard plug. So we also designed with E1.SSD cage to equip with 8 E1.S. And also E1.S latch is also designed in the toolless to be easy to pull out and to maintain the E1.S SSDs. And this slide talks about the OCP NIC 3.0. And the maintenance for the OCP NIC 3.0 is also toolless and also hard pluggable. So you just need to release some screws so you can pull out the OCP 3.0 NIC very easy. And this one is a power supply in the rear end side. You just need to press the release latch so you can pull out the power supply and replace with a new one. This page talks about the fan. It is also toolless and hard plug maintenance. You just need to release some screw and you can pull out the fan to replace with one. Okay, finally, if you are interested in the participating in the ES200 design, so welcome you to join the mailing list. The link is below here. The ES200 is contributed in the sub-project of the Telco and Edge solutions. And also the specifications is also uploaded to the project wiki. So you can link to the wiki website to get ES200 product spec. And the final that I would like to stress that the product sample, the POC sample counted in the letter of the next Q1. And also we expect the production sample will be ready in the next Q2. And thank you.